Hello and welcome to True Crime Diary, a light-hearted podcast on a serious subject. Every 2 weeks we look back through true crime stories to discuss an event that took place on this week in history. I'm your host Mark Decano, and with me as always are my friends Jed Lester.
Hello.
And Rue Turner.
Hello.
So the date we're looking at this episode is the night of the 15th and 16th of February, and in 2003 thieves stole gold, silver, jewellery and most importantly diamonds in the largest ever diamond heist, possibly one of the biggest robberies in history, in Antwerp, Belgium.
So we'll be coming up for the 20th anniversary of this heist.
Is that why we're doing this?
No. It would have been
Well,
last year. Would have been the 20th.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
It's 2024, everybody.
Sorry, I forgot.
Happy New
So we're coming up to the 21st anniversary.
Yes, correct.
It combines all my favourite things in a pod. Diamonds, heist and Belgium.
Quite right.
So it's the biggest in value,
Biggest in value, contemporary value.
amount of jewels,
As in volume.
like a big sack.
It was a pretty big sack of jewels.
Mm.
I think these things are normally determined by monetary value, but
Yeah,
obviously as contemporary, not adjusted. So
Oh yeah, I'm sure
it's $100 million.
I'm sure someone's going to...
I did it in 10 years. Someone will nick $200 million.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
What do I know about diamonds? Don't they come from Antwerp?
What's Antwerp got to do with anything? Has Antwerp got a good diamond
Antwerp's
community?
Like the heart
Yes.
of diamond.
It's
right,
the
okay.
diamond. It has its own diamond district.
Wow,
It's the heart of
really?
Yeah. There's like a mega secure building, or rather, a mega secure...
Made of diamond.
Well, you say mega secure. We'll come to that.
Yeah, quite. Yeah,
It's like the most secure vault in the most secure building in the most secure part of the city.
was next door.
It's called the Antwerp Diamond Centre.
Wow.
This place is built like Fort Knox.
I wonder why Belgium's got the strong arm on that. Is that connections to Africa?
Chocolate.
What?
Belgium's famous for chocolate more than diamonds.
Belgian Congo, diamond mining.
Well,
I don't know.
No, I would have thought if anyone would have it, it would be either London or the Netherlands. Because
Oh,
it's
really?
South Africa, yeah.
Yes, right, okay.
Well,
That's why I'm thinking of Africa, because of Belgian Congo, what used to be.
yeah, but that was like the worst part of Africa.
Well, I still don't understand why Belgium's got it, but
We're at De Beers headquarters.
oh yeah, that sounds
Because they own all of the
Flemish,
diamonds.
They
isn't
own
it?
all the diamonds.
Yeah.
Basically. They're like the China of pandas to diamonds.
yeah.
The China of diamonds.
If a diamond is found anywhere, they own it.
Think they own everything. Probably American.
De Beers was founded in 1888 by Cecil Rhodes,
Was it?
who founded Rhodesia.
He will have blood on his hands.
Yeah,
guarantee.
Going up to his neck.
Sorry to make a sweeping generalisation about the Rhodes legacy, but
Yeah, because we all call how we love Cecil Rhodes. What?
Rhodesia.
So the De Beers monopoly on diamonds was broken in 2000.
Oh, really?
They now have 63% of the control.
Right. Who's got the others?
I don't know, presumably the
Some-
Antwerp Diamond Centre.
Some smaller companies owned by De Beers.
De Beers, yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I still don't know why diamonds are Detroit cars,
Yeah.
Sheffield steel. What else? France
Croissant.
cheese.
Just a word
The
association.
croissant mines of
Belgium.
France.
Belgium waffles.
Yeah, yeah. Danish bacon.
I would accept that. Belgian diamonds. Anyway,
So, we don't know, is the answer. But they chose it, why not?
Yeah,
Tax
sure,
breaks,
yeah.
probably.
I could be.
Taxes,
Yeah.
property. The transport, logistics, nothing exciting.
mayonnaise. They're well into that, aren't
Are they well into mayonnaise?
they? Yeah, they are.
And chips.
Chips and mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like that. In Germany, they have Rotweiss, which basically means red white.
Ketchup and mayonnaise mixed together.
Yeah,
Oh, right,
yeah,
okay.
they do, don't they? Yeah.
They could just call it Rotweiss.
Do they not make a prawn cocktail with it?
Yeah.
Mayonnaise, ketchup, and a prawn.
A prawn.
Yeah, and one leaf of a cos lettuce.
Well, of all the cheap, lousy ways to save a buck.
So anyway, what was stolen?
What was stolen? $100 million American in diamonds and other things.
Waffles.
And waffles. So diamonds, chocolate waffles, and marionettes. So the Antwerp World Diamond Centre, it transpires...
The AWDC.
It transpires is actually a in or part of an office block, and the other offices are rented out to other ventures.
Well, that's no good, is it?
Yeah.
So you and me could rent an office next door
And then have suddenly a 24-hour pass
and get a drill.
to get into the
and
office.
get a big drill.
Get a big drill.
And how much would a
Spade.
room like that cost us, Mark?
Well, at the time, that would be 25,000 Belgian francs per month.
About 700 a month.
That's
No.
$700 American.
Oh, right. Right, okay. So there's a massive flaw in the setup.
There is a slight flaw.
So do we know what the other companies were? They were just random...
Bunch of randomers.
Mayonnaise International.
they were dealt in various Belgian favoured commodities.
They're
like
probably diamond
mayonnaise.
traders and the like.
Do you think?
I
Oh,
would've
it was
thought
the
so.
diamond...
What's the point in being near the
What was it
Diamond
called?
Centre?
It was the Diamond
World
Quarter.
Diamond Centre,
Yeah.
No, I mean the area.
the Diamond District.
Ah, yes.
So there would be diamond.
Diamond District.
You're not going to rent a room in the Diamond District if you're trading in potato imports, are you, for chips?
Man, you guys ain't had no waffles like these.
Well, perhaps they did.
So a gang decided to put together a plan, which had actually been done before in New York.
What, the plan?
Yeah, they modelled it on a smaller venture that had failed in New York. So it was
So what was that?
which is the same sort of thing where they move into
Involving what?
offices in the building.
Yes, good idea.
Nick the stuff and then
Then move out.
and then leave quickly.
We're coming up to the end of our lease. How are you? I cannot believe it. We've only just met. Well, you know.
You're crazy guys.
Please.
Oh, you
In the
guys.
Belgian.
We didn't even swap numbers. I imagine that's how it
That's how it went down.
Plan-
Yeah.
planned out.
No, this is some proper Ocean's 11 shiz.
Ah, good.
So
We're talking the 1960 Ocean's 11.
yeah, either or.
either
Same
or.
thing.
The plan is the premise.
Still
is
Nick
the same.
stuff.
So you have the gang leader, who's named Leonardo Notalbotolo.
Really? Is everyone Belgian, by the way?
No.
No,
He doesn't sound
He's
very
Italian.
Belgian.
he's not.
Okay,
he's not
alright,
Belgian
fine.
at all. He's not even slightly Belgian.
No.
He's an Italian man. He's the leader of the gang.
The gang needs me. I'm the leader.
I will tell you some other gang
Please do.
members' names, but they're all given
These are
code
fantastic.
names.
I mean, this is just like so direct to movie, this
Yeah,
story.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just-
exactly, 100%.
We'll come to that later.
There's
This
no
was-
need to change anything.
It's cool to have a code name. It's not that weird.
So you have Pietro Tavano. He's known as Speedy.
Oh, yeah.
Then you have Ferdinando Finotto, the monster.
Right.
You have Elio Donorio, the genius. And then you have one as yet unidentified man known only as the King of Keys.
Right. So he was a locksmith.
He would manufacture keys to open any lock.
Wow.
And they also, as a backup, had the monster, who was also a lockpick and electrician, mechanic, and very, very strong.
Ah, yes.
The
And the
genius.
other one,
Alarms and electronics expert.
did he have glasses?
Probably.
Was he is he brainy?
Yeah, he
what was the
smart-
first one? The leader? No. The quickie? No.
Speedy.
Quick. No.
Right, let me run those through again and see if you could find the flaw in the where the flaw, where the chink in the armour is.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got King of the Keys, best key forger in the world. Then you've got the genius, electronics expert, alarm specialist. The monster, strong guy, electrician, mechanic, driver, lockpick.
It's all good so far.
Speedy and anxious and paranoid.
Oh dear.
Kept my hands in my pockets because I thought they were shaking.
But for some reason he was
Speedy,
called-
not known for his driving, but probably his
For being on
consumption of speed.
Yeah.
Oh right.
He was a friend of Noto Bartolo. But he's known for being paranoid and anxious.
Oh no. That's not going to work. Not going to end well.
Leonardo Notarbartolo
Yep.
posed as an Italian diamond merchant and rented the offices.
Good idea.
So he's now.
I want.
I
One of the diamonds. Jan, put down your chips and mayonnaise. We've got a customer. Hey, I want the diamond.
It's me, Mario.
So he's posed as a pretend buyer.
Yes.
Of not, have you got any rings, mate? It's of, I'm going to buy big.
Yeah, trader.
Presumably. Do you think he had a briefcase?
I imagine it's part of the uniform. Have a briefcase.
How can anybody be jealous of somebody with a briefcase?
I imagine a bunch of dark velvet pouches.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Inside
and
a
an eyeglass permanently in his eye.
Inside a briefcase. Yeah. A suit, I reckon he would have worn a suit. I also reckon he would have worn glasses. We probably know. In fact, we could just Google this.
The eyeglass must be hinged on one of his glasses.
Oh, yeah.
There's a brilliant...
and a pair of tweezers permanently in his left hand. Because he has to be ready to count diamonds at any moment.
At the drop of a hat. So, having rented an office, obviously he's in and out of the building regularly. So people get familiar with him.
Leo.
Yeah.
How's you going? No, that's wrong.
You got mixed nationalities.
What you? I'm going all Manhattan.
It could be Italian Americans working there.
No, I'm doing an impression of the Belgian man saying hello to him.
Well, just as he works in Antwerp, doesn't have to be Belgian.
Do you want some green beans? I don't know.
Why is that? That sounds Dutch to me. I'm hearing Dutch.
Well, I'm being Flemish, aren't I?
Are you?
Is it? Well, yeah, we're not in the French. Antwerp is Flemish, not French.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
So I was right, listeners.
Conceded.
Proud of yourself, little man.
They know him, basically.
They know.
Hey, how's it going?
He's
a tenant of the building.
Yeah,
He'll be in and out like Flint.
Yeah, probably like maybe a couple of times a day for the next year or so.
Yeah. So they're basically building up credibility over, and we're talking about over months here.
Yeah.
Because this plan was 18 months in the planning.
It was 18 months in the planning. Also, because they're setting up loads and loads and loads of bits, like checking security systems, overriding independent individual things. So there's a whole bunch of stuff like
I would say that's
photography and all sorts.
That's a long plan. It's normal, isn't it? I mean, you'd be a bit weird if you wouldn't be bedding yourself in. Mind you, I don't know what the kind of length of security setup there is. I mean, it might be all... Well, it clearly wasn't. All bloody, people as security, on the door holding their earpieces and alarms and stuff like that, because...
Well, it sounds more like security people holding their eyes closed most of the time.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I mean, these guys did... I mean, their planning was so meticulous. They built a fake vault for them to practice in.
Yeah, they built a full-size replica.
In Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
With their eyes... And they used to do it in the dark, full dark.
Yeah.
So they would know it off by heart.
I'm in the dark here. I'm in the dark.
Yeah, I'm with them.
They had
we're all there.
Pens. They had pens with cameras. So when they could go into the vault, they could just basically take cameras of the outer area and the inside of the vault area.
To then be able to reconstruct.
Rebuild it.
So why would they go into the vault anyway? Because they were posing as, hey, welcome to the diamonds.
Like safety deposit.
Yes, right, okay. So they take pictures of the setup.
The setup, yeah.
Yep.
Above the vault door, they managed to install a camera there.
Who did?
The heisters.
Wow. Clever.
It's like a remote camera that would transmit, a wireless camera that would transmit to a receiver hidden inside a fire extinguisher.
Wow.
It's crazy. This camera is perfectly visible, but there's a really bright ceiling light just before it. So once the light's turned on, you can't, through the glare, you can't see the camera.
Yeah.
Equally, I would say most kind of lower level people who work there would just go, security.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you see a camera on the ceiling, you just go, oh yeah, camera.
But again, even if you could see it, you're not looking for it. You wouldn't notice a small camera above the door.
Hidden in plain
even
sight.
Even if you did see it, you wouldn't think anything of it. But the chances are you wouldn't. Who's looking up at the door frame? Yeah. But they had a receiver inside a fire extinguisher.
Yep.
But the fire extinguisher was usable. It wasn't a fake.
Oh, well, that's the other thing I was going to say. If there was a fire, then they go, hang on. But it works. Wow. That's quite good.
They had it hidden. They cut open the fire extinguisher, installed a waterproof compartment inside with a receiver in it, and then sealed it up again. So if you picked it up, you would be disused.
That's really good. I'm still with them.
Yeah. It's clever stuff.
We're dealing with a man of infinite brilliance and infinite madness.
The King of Keys, the unidentified man. Keys. So these hidden camera video footage that they made, he managed to study that sufficiently enough to make a copy
of a key,
of a foot-long vault key.
Are they that big?
Yeah, because it's got to go right in through all the...
I mean, if they'd made it normal key-sized, he wouldn't have been able to see.
He would have been able to see.
But they've got this giant joke key.
If you can make a copy of it just by seeing it on film, it can't be a precision tool. It must just be a lever on a long stick.
So why is it gigantic? Why isn't it not... I mean...
Because the lock is inside the vault door, like well inside the vault.
So it needs to be long.
It has to get through the armour.
Yeah. So the key bit isn't...
The key is at the far end.
It's not a massive cartoon key. It's just got a long shaft.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when I was...
Even so.
Even the safes where I was, before they put combi locks on them, it was a probably about 8-inch long key. And you had to
get through
the key and the bit from the shaft, and two people would take the two halves away.
Yes,
so you had to both be together so you could...
And that was at your stupid place.
So one person takes the handle and the other person takes the key.
But they can't use it without...
You can get another handle.
You can.
Long-nosed pliers would probably do the trick.
Yeah. But equally, there's not $100 million in, so is it worth the effort and extent of making a lock? It's got to be able to get the key on, it's got to lock on. Otherwise, it would just fall off. You wouldn't be able to turn it once it's inside.
Yeah.
It would be a pain and it wouldn't be worth it, put it that way.
Sellotape.
That wouldn't work at all.
Glory.
But at the same time, I mean, just imagine he's literally just looking up this.
Yeah.
Just
that's very, very
and it's got
clever.
Basically this video.
He's got
it's phenomenal.
He goes up.
Tiny little hidden.
He goes up that bit. He goes across for that bit. I'll just make a note of that.
Up, across,
down, like a turret.
He made a key.
That's very clever. I'm still with him.
Yeah.
What was this? The monster?
That's the King of Keys.
No, sorry. Of course it was. What an idiot.
The monster would just tear the door off.
What an idiot. Why did I say that? King of Keys. Yeah, well, he's living up to his his title.
That's a well-earned name.
Yeah.
Also, the vault door had a magnetic lock. So obviously, if you open it, you break the field between the two magnetic plates. So the genius...
Oh, yeah.
Expert with alarms. He made a custom-made aluminium plate with double-sided tape on it. So when he unscrewed the bolts for the vault door, he stuck them on to maintain the electric field.
Right. So he did use sellotape.
Yes.
King of sellotape.
So they just literally, when they opened the vault door, they removed the bolts, put these on, and then when they opened the door, they just literally swung it out and taped it to the wall with sellotape.
There you go.
Yee.
Brilliant.
Without your cunning fingers, how should I gain entrance?
So the night of the 15th and 16th, with all this preparation, they've been preparing in the dark in a life-size facsimile of the room. They've got all this prep, all this keys ready, plan to overcome the mag alarm.
It's not even as simple as getting in the vault. If that was simple, because you've got to approach the building in the first place.
Yes.
Well, isn't that the easy?
All of the streets around this place are absolutely completely covered by cameras.
Yeah, but
you can't even walk up to the building without being on film.
But all the preparation of 18 months of familiarisation and Leonardo and that would have bypassed all of that. If us three
had bypassed streets worth of cameras.
Yeah, but if us three had done it,
it's not a single system of cameras.
But it's not about that. If us three had done it, people go, those idiots. But if those four or whatever it was would have gone, it's fine. It's the guys at number 23 who own the whatever mayonnaise emporium. It would have been initially. It's them.
Yet they would have still been on camera.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
At the right time,
Yeah, no, I know.
Unless they could find a place there wasn't a camera.
Yeah. Maybe if the vault shared a garden with someone.
With the building next door. So, what Rue is indelicately leading up to is the fact that the King of Keys picked the lock of an office building which was abandoned next door. And this building and the World Diamond Centre shared a garden, a small courtyard, that had no cameras on it.
Ooh.
This is what you might call a fortuitous circumstance.
They realised from their surveillance that there was basically an infrared sensor, like a PIR thing. So they put a huge piece of polystyrene and held that up like a shield so it wouldn't pick up the heat movement.
Oh, okay, yeah. What, they walk along with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And
just imagine this guy going across a garden holding up a big piece of polystyrene.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he just walked that up to the sensor and then left it there.
Well, I was going to say, you just leave it then, as opposed to just carrying it with you the entire time.
That's it. So, and then this is the part of the genius.
Yep.
He did that and then was able to disable the alarm on the window to the Diamond Centre. And then they basically just walked into the garden with a ladder, walked up and through the window.
Yeah. And there was no detection at all. What about when you're in? Isn't there stuff
there were
monitoring?
Cameras.
Yep.
They overcame them by putting black plastic bags over them.
Of course. Right, okay, fine. Why did I even ask?
And infrared sensors.
And infrared sensors.
And they put polystyrene boxes over those.
The same thing, yeah.
And
sellotape?
Accelerometers.
Yeah.
What to measure how fast they were going?
Well, they'll measure vibration and movement.
That was for Speedy. I'm not going quick enough.
This gang has got me nuts.
They're not obviously leaving anything open to chance.
Yeah.
They've sprayed hairspray over motion sensors. They've bagged up cameras and heat sensors. We've got styrofoam tape. They've done a lot of research and a lot of work.
And they still did it in the dark.
They would put lights on very briefly to realign the drills to drill into the security boxes.
Okay.
They'd literally put them on to go, oh, there it is.
They did that.
Turn it off again.
They did that.
Yeah. After a number of hours, having opened many security boxes, removed a huge quantity of diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
In the early hours of the morning, they left very slowly into the office building next door because of their caution, because of how careful and they were and detailed in their plan.
And one of them was anxious.
They very slowly, carefully.
How did Speedy? What speed did he go?
Well,
very slowly.
They all went slowly, so it was.
I would have questioned his nickname.
They probably kept him at the back so he wouldn't overtake people.
Hurry up. Hurry up, guys.
Pronto.
So they load all the bags of diamonds into not.
So what are we talking about? Sacks each, duffel bags, right? Okay.
Yeah. What's the volume of the stuff?
Rucksack size.
Duffel bags worth.
If it's £1 million worth of diamonds, it could be a pocket full.
I know, yeah, absolutely.
So there are 160 deposit boxes in the vault.
And by the way, are these? Who owns these?
Private citizens.
Right. So it's like a big long. You know the big long shelf.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No.
You mean deep?
You know, in films.
Yeah.
Really weirdly deep, but the size of a.
And they did use the
phone.
The sort of the nutcracker opener things that they use in the movies as well. You know, it sits on the side and you wind it in the middle and it just tears the door forward.
Yeah. So the 160 deposit boxes, they opened 123 of them.
Oh yeah.
All apart from Leonardo's private box.
Oh, he had one as well.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't open that one.
I mean, to be fair,
nothing in it.
That was a brilliant thing to. He set up his own, just to be.
Well, it would have been brilliant if
matey.
he'd have robbed himself
and then claimed insurance.
Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
As I would have done.
But if there's a massive robbery and yours is the only one that isn't broken into,
I would have put nothing in it.
Yeah.
Why would you put anything in it? It's like you're there. The point of it is to create the relationship with the Belgian.
And the point of the relationship is to look innocent.
Well, obviously, yeah.
And if you're robbed, you look more innocent.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have to be anything in it. All you have to do is say that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he didn't need to put anything in it at all. Him not robbing himself doesn't matter, does it? Yeah. But anyway, they stopped it for some reason at 123 because time ran out. Did it? Right.
It was it was 5:30 in the morning when they finally left. Yeah. So I mean, they wouldn't want people arriving early for work.
Yeah.
Walking in and going, hang on.
Hang on
a minute.
In Belgium.
Wacht even.
What's all this polystyrene everywhere?
Why is there bin bags on all the cameras?
Why does it smell of hairspray?
Yeah.
We've run out of sellotape.
So, Notre Bartolo and his good friend Speedy, the plan was to get rid of all of the evidence. They would take it and drive it to France, where they would burn it all. So it'd be out of the country and burned. So literally, nothing would be tracing them back.
Not including the diamonds.
Not including the diamonds.
Oh, yeah.
All the evidence, but obviously the reconstructed vault room and the can of hairspray and all the other stuff that they would have...
I mean, anyway, yeah.
All the bits. That was the plan.
We will proceed with our operations according to plan.
However,
Yep.
Speedy was a little anxious about this.
Of course. Yeah.
He got a bit worried, possibly quite rightly, about transporting loads of incriminating evidence long distance.
Sure, yeah.
So he decided that he would shove it into some bushes
instead
of
because that's perfectly safe.
What, very near the site?
Probably right outside the street. Yeah. I don't know how far away it was, but it was
in some woods off the motorway, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't. They didn't go very far. So he'd obviously said, "Look, let's stop here and do it. Let's not drive all the way to France." Not to Bartolo, he was burning his, and then he finds out that Speedy's just shoved it.
Hasn't burned. Yeah.
Hey, Speedy, what's the matter down there?
But of course, by this time we're going, well, we can't go around and gather it all up.
Yeah.
So I thought, no one's going to find it. Let's just go. So the next day, someone found it.
Of course. Yeah.
And in true Scooby-Doo style, they would have all gotten away with it if it hadn't have been for some fesky kids.
I mean, the only thing I'd say is ultimately what did they find? Some hairspray and some whatever sellotape or whatever. Well, polystyrene stuff. But I mean, if I we found that,
yeah,
we're not going to go, oh my god. Do you know what? I think we've cracked.
Do
you know what? I'm pretty sure this was connected to the recent diamond. We just go, what? Some idiots just fly tipped.
Well, they might have thought that.
Move on.
Yeah. If they hadn't also found envelopes from the Antwerp Diamond Centre shoved in there as well.
Okay. Headed,
for example,
headed paper
and Leonardo's business card.
Right. Okay.
All matter of stuff, which obviously the police then
exquisitely incriminating information.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Still doesn't connect it to them, though, does it?
Also,
they could have. What I would have done is gone into work as normal the next day,
and quite possibly they would have done that. Except that in amongst the rubbish was also a receipt for a sandwich.
I found a clue.
Oh dear. Was it? Trying to think of a Belgian ingredient.
A waffle and chocolate sandwich.
A chip sandwich.
Chips and mayonnaise sandwich.
Well, the local police managed to trace the receipt to the store, and the store to the sandwich, and the sandwich to Lotto Bartolo.
He bought that. Oh, that's pretty good, isn't it? That's pretty good.
Yeah, you never trace a man by a sandwich.
Depending on who you are. I mean, that's pretty good.
They got him from the time on the receipt, got into the security footage.
Leonardo bought that. Knockwurst or whatever.
Old Lenny popped in. Yeah.
No, that's German.
You're getting your xenophobia mixed up.
Right, okay. So that was, I mean, not exactly bang to rights, but it's not far off, is it?
It's not far off. They trace it back to him, and then, of course, they discovered that he had offices in the building.
Absolutely. Next door or wherever. Yep. And he had a vault.
No matter how cunning and crafty they are, eventually all criminals commit the same error, overconfidence.
So the case was cracked. Noto Bartolo was arrested.
How long? Was we talking like within days?
Yeah.
Hours?
Very quick, yeah.
Right, okay.
So Noto Bartolo was found guilty of organising the great heist.
I'm not with them. No. I disassociate myself.
Also, they managed to identify Tavano, Donorio and Finotto.
Yep.
Yeah, this gang's getting soft.
But not the King of Keys, who was never found.
Ever?
Ever.
Till now? No, not till now. Ever.
Even
in the
now.
last 21 years.
Wow.
Also not found were most of the diamonds.
Really?
Yeah.
He's got them.
Probably.
Yeah. Literally, they never came back.
Yeah, they haven't found them.
They've never been seen again.
So if you know where there's a big pile of stolen diamonds.
And sorry, what was the figure? 100 million?
$100 million.
Blimey. I mean, I'd be hiding.
No, I don't know.
Forever.
The diamonds aren't worth
Where would
anything.
you go with £100 million worth of diamonds? Well, firstly, what could you do with them? Could you do anything with them? Could you just go, here, can I have a... Well, I want to buy a car.
You'd dump them on the black market for 20 million.
Right, would you?
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Just immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd straight away lose a
massive
But
amount.
that doesn't matter because that's 20 million profit.
Of course, yeah.
Exactly.
So once you've done that, you can then go to whatever, Thailand for the rest of your life.
You could buy a small newsagent in Penzance.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
You could buy you could lease an office next door, but one from the same. And once you've done the initial because you've got to get rid of the diamonds. Once you've done that, you're kind of sorted, aren't you?
You're still traceable at that point.
Well, I mean, obviously, at any moment, your accomplices...
You'd want to keep retrading to clear a trace.
But all the while, any second of the rest of your life, your accomplices would go, oh, yeah, so-and-so was involved as well.
Yeah.
To try and reduce their whatever sentence. Yeah. So your conscience would be peppered with the thought of that happening at any moment.
I don't know these guys have a conscience.
Well, you'd be looking over your shoulder.
Absolutely. You would, yeah.
Probably just grew a moustache.
Yeah.
Never seen again.
That's what I'd do.
Yeah, or as all Scooby-Doo villains do, you just put a rubber mask on and no one knows who you are anymore.
There you go.
Well,
pretend to be a ghost.
Speaking of Scooby-Doo, what is... This is a fact.
Oh, I thought it was a joke.
No. What is Scooby-Doo's full name, real name? It's Scoobert Doo.
What?
Scoobert. And they've turned Scoobert Doo into Scooby-Doo. Into a nickname. His full name is Scoobert Doo.
It's pronounced Schubert.
Well, there you go.
That's no more sensical than Scooby-Doo.
I know, yeah. Doesn't make any difference.
So while the King of Keys was never found, as I say, Tavano, Denorio and Finotto got 5 years in prison each for their part in the heist.
I mean, that's not much.
It's not a lot.
What, for
if they got any
that
share,
you never found?
If they got any share of 100 million, I'd do 5 years for it.
Of course.
Yep. Nota Bartolo, as orchestrator of the crime, was sentenced to 10 years. But in 2009, he was released on parole.
So that's after six years at the most.
Yeah. However, a condition of his parole was that he pay back the money.
Oh dear. What, in full?
Which he did not do. So in 2013, 4 years later, after being paroled, he was rearrested and made to serve the rest of his sentence.
Wow.
So he was released in 2017.
Right. So he's now out.
He's out. He's a free man.
So he did it in 2 batches, his sentence.
Yeah.
Which is not bad. He had 4 years off.
4 years off and then back in.
Ah, mamma mia.
So he was interviewed, Nota Bartolo, by Wired magazine after the event, or after his release. And he said it wasn't $100 million, it was about $20 million. And we've said this before, that people who lose the money say it's more, and the people who steal the money say it's less.
Yeah.
Yes, of course they do. Yeah. So, for obvious reasons.
So it's probably somewhere in the middle. He said it was $20 million, and he said that they'd been put up to it by a diamond merchant for insurance purposes.
Well, it could have been them. It could have been the AWDC gang.
But the company insuring it said that the vault itself wasn't actually insured.
God, really?
Yeah.
Well, all the...
Because they said it had too many security flaws and refused to cover it.
Wow.
So it's just third-party foreign theft, was it?
Yeah.
Not even theft.
Not theft, yeah.
So they didn't get any...
Yeah. The antechamber, all the other the offices, they were all insured.
Yeah.
But the vault itself was not.
So it wasn't so much Antwerp, but Antwerp. Am I right, guys?
There should be a film.
It should be.
Basically, Ocean's 11 is.
I mean, I've always loathed the Ocean's series because they're just so ridiculously far-fetched and mad. But when I was reading about this theft, I just thought, oh wait a minute, Ocean's 11's not that bad.
No, absolutely.
That is it. Really.
Let's build the vault in the dark and practice in the dark. Yeah. You'd go out, what are you talking about? But that's obviously what they did. Yeah. And it worked.
Frank Sinatra. / George Clooney. And there you go.
/ Sammy Davis Jr. singing.
Paramount Pictures did get the rights to make a film, but that time lapsed. So,
well, I would say the moment's gone, because as you say, when Ocean's 11 was after 2003, wasn't it?
Although the original was 1960.
Oh, yeah. No, sorry. Yeah, the remake.
But it was 2003, I think, wasn't it?
But that wasn't identical. It's more the way that...
No, I know that. No. But I mean, it's too similar, though, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You can argue it validated that genre.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
It was hungry for another one.
Mm-hmm.
Hungry for a heist. There is a TV series called Everybody Loves Diamonds.
It's a rubbish title.
It is, isn't it?
Which came out in October 2023 on Amazon.
I have seen an episode.
Is it about that?
Yes, based on this. Yeah.
I don't know why I asked
just
that.
A random.
They have changed
just about
bits
the
and
love
pieces.
for diamonds.
Oh, okay. So we can go and watch it now.
Yeah. It's all right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
So they've made King of Keys a woman, so that there's a female character.
Yeah,
because otherwise it's just a bunch of guys.
Yeah. Well, like it was.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone or everybody?
Everybody loves diamonds.
It's 2.5 stars. Antwerp is in turmoil. That's the first 4 words.
It's got Malcolm McDowell in it.
Really? That's it. Oh, it has. Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's all for this time. If you want to know more about what we've talked about on this episode, then just Google it or something. You can listen to all of our previous episodes on our website. That's www.truecrimediary.co.uk. Please remember to leave a review on your podcast provider if you can, or you can email us. That's stuff@truecrimediary.co.uk. My thanks to Jed and Roo and to all of you for listening, and we'll see you again on the next date in our True Crime Diary.